Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Off of play action, it's Watson. This one caught by Isabella. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. convert with a gain of 4.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on third down, in particular not letting third and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on first and second down as well to get to third and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, first and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
On second and goal, Watson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their... against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
To disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might...
Who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Watson off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On now is the punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Ravens 7, Gunners 2. Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card.
There's a much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A little bit of space there for the first.
On that run, let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to zip through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some room to run now. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they're able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
14, Gunners 2.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Watson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 12-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Dobbins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Watson. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. They still want to move at a nice pace.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer in one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 7.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Dobbins not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to this.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 65 yards. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far, but you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
Watson on first down. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Gunners get a bit closer. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter when you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson had his hands on it at that time. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The lone second remains now in this third quarter. Second down, here's Chubb again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Watson now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
Fights through him. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second.